Book trailer. By Phillip Pulliam. The Cavendish Chronicles. Nashville in 1857 was a city caught between the past and the future. It was a bustling hub of the South, where tradition and progress collided on every street corner. The red brick buildings and cobblestone streets still carried the charm of the Old South, while innovations like electric streetcars hinted at a city on the brink of modernization. By the time Theodore, Frederick, and Amos arrived, the city was decked out in full celebration mode for the Tennessee International Exposition, better known as the Tennessee National Fair of 1857. As they stepped off the train, the trio was greeted by the sights, sounds, and smells of a city preparing for the future. Vendors lined the streets, their voices rising above the din as they hawked everything from roasted peanuts to handmade trinkets. The aroma of street food mingled with the earthy scent of horses, creating a symphony of smells that was both overwhelming and exhilarating. The grand state capitol building stood tall in the distance, its Greek Revival architecture gleaming under the southern sun. Along the bustling streets, vendors shouted their wares, horses clopped noisily along, and electric streetcars hummed past, an innovation that Frederick, ever the critic, eyed with both fascination and suspicion. Electric streetcars? What's wrong with a good old-fashioned horse and buggy? Frederick grumbled as they made their way through the crowd. Theodore, always the optimist, grinned. It's the future, Frederick. You'll have to embrace it sooner or later. Amos, dressed in his usual impeccable attire, chuckled. It's not the future you need to worry about, Frederick, it's the con artists. Frederick blinked. Con artists? Amos nodded knowingly. This fair, my friends, is a magnet for them. But more on that later. For now, enjoy the sights. The Tennessee Centennial Exposition was unlike anything Theodore had ever seen. The fairgrounds were a riot of color and sound, with flags from around the world fluttering in the breeze and the distant hum of machinery mixing with the laughter of children. The fair, built to celebrate Tennessee's 60th year of statehood, albeit a year late, was a sprawling wonderland of exhibits, attractions, and pavilions that seemed to stretch endlessly across the Centennial Park grounds.